From behind bars, the Chrisley Knows Best star spoke with Brian Entin. From behind bars, Todd Chrisley is making his voice heard. After being found guilty in November 2022 of conspiring to commit bank fraud, conspiring to defraud the United States, and conspiring to commit tax fraud, Todd and his wife Julie Chrisley were sent to prison in January 2023. The reality stars were originally given a combined 19-year term, but Todd is currently serving a 10-year jail sentence reduction in Pensacola, Florida, and Julie is receiving a 5-year prison sentence reduction in Lexington, Kentucky. Brian Entin asked the reality star over the phone about the conditions of the prison he's spending his sentence at and his concerns for his safety through Todd's attorney. The interview was broadcast on News Nation during Chris Cuomo's program Cuomo. The 54-year-old star of Chrisley Knows Best revealed a terrifying incident that she said happened while she was incarcerated. There was a photograph taken of me while I was sleeping and sent to my daughter, asking for $2,600 a month for my protection, he stated through his attorney. Todd asserted, "The only food that I eat is what I make that I buy from the commissary," in reference to the meals served to prisoners. He said to Entin, "It's so fucking dirty. The cuisine is really, and I'm not kidding, delicious. The food is at least a year old and has dates on it. It has been expired for a year." Todd added, "These men are literally starving to death here at the prison. These men have begun to. I'm not sure if they consume 1,000 calories every day." The reality TV personality claimed to have heard a jail warden trying to break me by cutting down what you can buy in commissary. So you could purchase 12 packs of tuna a week before she arrived here. She reduced that to 6 and then to 3. She hadn't provided an explanation, Todd asserted. When I asked her about it, she said, "Commissary is a privilege, not a right." Regarding his subsistence while incarcerated, Todd disclosed, "I consume peanut butter and tuna. That's my source of protein. I make my own pasta salad using spaghetti I purchase from the commissary, and the next week I restart by doing the same thing." Todd persisted in criticizing the prison's conditions, claiming that rodents were present in the area where the food was kept. "You've got rats, you've got squirrels in the storage facility where the food is," he continued. "They just covered it up with plastic and tore the ceiling out because of all the black mold and found a dead cat in the ceiling that dropped down on top of the food." Additionally, Todd asserted that the prison will claim that Entin was denied a face-to-face meeting because it's a breach of security or whatever. Todd, nevertheless, believes that this is the case because they don't want you in here where you can really see what's going on. The prison responded to Entin's outreach by saying that there are nutritious foods that are up to date and fine. "It's devastating," Todd stated in reference to his inability to communicate with his 50-year-old wife Julie while they are serving prison sentences. After his daughter Savannah came out in interviews and on her podcast regarding her parents' living conditions behind bars, Todd said, "She and I email 4 or 5 times a day, but they will hold my emails and hold them on her end as a way of punishment to us. Therefore, if I write her an email today, or 3 or 4, or if I work out and then head to the computer and send an email to each of my kids every morning, it will reach its recipient within 2 hours. Their current emails simply say, 'I love you, just stay strong, God's got us.' It can take 5 days for you to receive mine." Todd said to Entin that he's making an effort to maintain his optimism despite his experiences in prison. "God's intentions are higher." He declared, "I'm not going to let the federal government break my faith because I know he has a greater plan." Savannah talked with ET in September about her parents' time spent in prison. "Your air conditioning isn't working. Inside, it may reach 115 degrees. You're giving people the wrong medication, you're padlocking ice machines, and you're not providing proper medical care," Savannah claimed on the living circumstances at Julie and Todd's facility. In her interview with ET, Savannah also disclosed that she was afraid to speak out about the circumstances in prison because she believed it would harm her parents. Someone reached out to me and they were like, "You better be careful, because by you saying these things, these guards could potentially place contraband on your mother or father to have them shipped to a higher security prison." The reality star 26 said, "It's difficult because it stirs up a lot of controversy, but my intention is to spread love, not division. These individuals are not their faults in the end.